From Informa TechTarget, I'm Beth Pariseau, and this is IT Ops Query. This podcast distills the signal from the noise about enterprise software development and platform engineering. Each week, we'll talk to expert guests about the latest tech industry news and trends that engineering and IT leaders need to know. Don't forget to subscribe to IT Ops Query for more conversations on AI and the future of the enterprise digital workspace. Enterprise service management platform vendor ServiceNow has been one of the most assertive in the industry in developing its AI agent products over the past 14 months, starting with the release of its Xanadu platform in September 2024. Since May 2025, the usage of ServiceNow's Now Assist AI agents has increased 55 times, according to CEO Bill McDermott during the company's October 29th earnings call. Deals for its AI Control Tower governance product have more than quadrupled in the third quarter compared to the second quarter. The company aims to reach $1 billion average contract value for its AI products next year. Also in late October, ServiceNow and Nvidia released version 2.0 of their Apriel Nematron AI model family, which includes reasoning and multimodal capabilities and can run on a single GPU. Our guest, Dorit Zilbershot, has been with ServiceNow for 6 years, serving in various product management leadership roles focused on AI. Currently, she is the Group Vice President of AI Experiences and Innovation. Previously, she served as Chief Product Officer at Ativio, an AI-powered search company that was acquired by ServiceNow in 2019. Welcome, Dorit. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you, Beth, for having me.
So tell us about Apriel 2.0. What will it allow ServiceNow AI agents to do that they couldn't do before?
So Apriel 2.0 is really exciting for us. I think one is really its testimonial for our long-standing partnership with Nvidia, making sure that together we can set the direction for where enterprise AI is going. And Apriel 2.0 is really, it's engineered to deliver frontier-level AI reasoning and multimodal capabilities in a faster, smaller, and more cost-efficient footprint. So if you think about most of the frontier models, they act like black boxes. But Apriel is not. It's really built differently. It's a multimodal reasoning model that can show its work. It has transparency built into its core, so it shows the users how it reached to a conclusion across text, documents, and data to really make sure that they can audit it and have better trust.
Okay. And more efficient, operate more efficiently.
Yes. It can run on a single GPU, which make it really, faster, more cost efficient, and be able to do really large computation at a fraction of the cost. And it means that, our customers that are maybe more, need to run compliance and govern data, they can really run this model to make sure that they can get the benefits, but still have the control on where the model is running and have the right organization permissions and all the governance rules on top of that.
Great. Yeah, governance is a real hot topic in enterprise AI. So on the IT front, ServiceNow obviously offers AI agents for all kinds of different business and IT workflows. But in the IT realm, where has ServiceNow seen the most AI and agent adoption this year?
Yeah, I think in IT, we've seen kind of two main use cases that are taking the lead. The first one is really about self-service and running autonomous IT delivery. So we are seeing a lot of our customers really able to gain, like City of Riley was able to achieve 98% deflection rate. Just by having, the ability to have AI agents that not only can answer your question, but can actually take the work on your behalf. So if you need to reset your password, you need to order a new laptop, you need to troubleshoot something on your laptop, they're able to just do it. You don't have to call someone. I think my favorite use case is apparently when your browser is stuck and not working, a lot of the times it's just caching issues. You need to clear the cache. So we have an AI agent. One of our customers built an AI agent that is just able to take over your desktop, clear the cache, check if that fixed your browser issue. And just like that, within a minute, your issue is solved. You didn't have to talk to anyone. So we see that being really driver for our customers to start building AI agents to really make sure that they can give the best IT service delivery for their employees. The other side is really how do we make the service agents more productive in their work? So we have out-of-the-box AI agents that know how to do triage. They're able to take any incident that is coming in, do the initial log analysis and troubleshooting to really make sure that we can, a lot of the mundane tasks, a lot of the, the work that is, there's no creativity, there's no special knowledge that is needed. We can automate all of that so that when the human agent is coming to solve an issue, imagine where all the information is just available for you. You don't have to go, no swivel chair anymore, and you just solve the issue. These are kind of the two main use cases that we're seeing on the IT side.
Right. So it sounds like service management.
Yes.
So how do you expect that to evolve? Do you expect it to expand to new use cases or do something different within those use cases, like with the multimodal capabilities?
Yes. So I think we obviously look at it more, how do we expand the use cases within ITSM? So things like you're going to see come in. So images, obviously, like we released AI Lens, the ability for you to take a screenshot on your screen, and that's an input to our AI capabilities to understand what is going on. We're also working on video capabilities. Like imagine if you have a laptop issue or a printer issue and you just want that assistant to work side by side with you, and you want to be able to show it, not just talk to it, but actually show it what you're seeing and be able to get help live on the spot based on, the information that you're seeing. So we really look at it as how do we increase the perception layer of our AI agents so they don't just look at text. They're able to look at images. They're able to see what you're seeing. They're able to jump on your laptop. So we see that as going to be a big emphasis as we head into 2026, really go beyond just text. We're also looking at how do we make it more of, an agentic workforce that you can hire. You can have people manage their expectations. If today most of the work is really done by the ServiceNow admin, we want to make sure that the subject matter experts are able to coach and teach and oversee and guide these AI agents every single day. So a lot of capabilities around the ability to learn, ability to react to feedback, ability to have shared context across different AI agents so that they can delegate work to each other. So a lot of that to really help, our customers take this technology and really evolve how the organization is even operating.
Right. Can you say more about that? What's going to change about the organizational dynamics?
Yeah, so I think we've been mostly focused on productivity gains. Today, we really mostly use AI as just another tool that can augment people, that can help, save a minute here, save a minute there. As we look more and more on the capabilities and really expanding them beyond what we have today, it requires a new mental model of how working is getting done. And so we do look at these agentic capabilities as a growth multiplier, not just productivity gains, but really how can organizations just do more and maybe even do differently. Like we need to really look at every single function in the organization and rethink how is that function is going to work in the era of AI and what can we delegate, to AI agents, and how do we change the way we work in the future to manage agentic systems, oversee them, coach them. It's just a different dynamics.
Yeah. Yeah. So in the realm of service management, for example, what do you think those organizational changes will look like? If service agents are delegating more tasks, then how do you see their role evolving?
Yeah, I think there's just going to be the ability to do more with what you have today. Let's say you need to replace all laptops to the employees because there's a new laptop or a new mandate come in, or maybe you switch from one vendor to another. So today you solve this by just having contractors or hiring more people, or you scale manually. But imagine
Mm.
if you could scale dynamically and basically say, okay, now I need to do this 10x more work.
Hmm.
So you still have the people, right, that have the knowledge and the core capabilities and the ability to oversee, but you can basically take their function and say, okay, now I want to have this AI agent learn from this person and kind of
Hmm.
multiply the work. And so you get this ability of elastic scalability that we just don't have today.
And so, in the meantime, MIT research shows that 95% of generative AI pilots at companies fail, and Gartner predicts that 40% of agentic AI projects will be canceled by the end of the 2027. Why do you think that is that we're seeing that struggle, and how can customers avoid that trough of disillusionment, as Gartner calls it?
Yeah. I mean, I think, and I've been in the AI space for quite some time. And, these issues are not new. Like, whenever we have a new AI technology, we get these kind of, oh, is it really working? How do I solve this? I think it's a combination of reasons. One is it always starts with, do you know what problem you're trying to solve? Is this even a problem that requires AI solution? And I think a lot of the companies, struggle with that because they
Hmm.
come, sometimes it comes top down that you have to put AI, and then you ask, okay, AI for what? Like, what problem you're
Yeah.
trying to solve?
Yeah.
And there's no really an answer. I think that's where we as ServiceNow, we came and we said, we're going to ship a lot of out of the box capability. So we kind of take the guesswork out of the equation and make sure that our customers know exactly what to do with AI. So like I mentioned earlier, everything related to deflection as well as triage and automatically resolve IT issues, really make sure that our customers understand where to leverage AI and how. And I think the
Yeah.
other problem I'm seeing, and I think it came up in the MIT report, is that you try to take point solutions that often do not understand the data, do not
Hmm.
understand the business, and they
Hmm.
don't talk to each other. And that's where a platform really comes into place. The fact that you already have a system that has AI, but partnering with data and partnering with workflows,
Hmm.
that gives you really the ability to innovate and accelerate AI adoption because you know that all the pieces are already there.
Right. And so there's guidance that tools from ServiceNow and others can give to users about where and how to use AI, but there's also kind of a skills question here, right? With the day-to-day, service agents working with these tools. So what do you think has to change there as far as training employees to work with AI?
Yeah, I think that's a very valid point, and I think sometimes we think that because you can just use English as the language, then it's something that is just available to everyone to be able to, build and customize and all that. Um, and what we see is that it is a
Mm.
new skill set. It is something that you need to feel comfortable with. We have some customers who ask us, well, I wanted to always say exactly the same thing 100% of the time. And why, when I ask it one question, I get one answer, and I ask the same question, I get different text. And I keep explaining this is a feature of generative AI. It generates the response on the fly every time. It will give you the right answer, but it will look different.
Mm.
And it's not an issue with the system. So I think there's a lot of enablement and education that has to happen. And what I've seen being successful with customers is when leadership decides that this is important for the company. So they invest in upskilling and reskilling their employees. They invest in those native AI kind of onboarding and enablement material. For us, our chief talent officer is also responsible for AI enablement for
Hmm.
all the employees. And so I think when there's a structured program for customers where they understand why this technology is different and why you cannot just bolt on AI on your current processes, you have to rethink your
Hmm.
processes with AI, that's where I see customers being successful.
It's interesting that AI Control Tower was called out among the ServiceNow AI products during the earnings call. Can you talk about how you see AI governance developing in the industry right now, and what do you think is going to be the next frontier there?
Yeah. And I think, and just maybe a AI control tower for me, it's such, and it's interesting to see the adoption of it with our customers. But I think because our customers really, most of them come with a core IT background, they
Mm-hmm.
understand it very quickly. Because if you
Mm.
think about it, it's just like where you manage your IT assets and you need to be able to see across the enterprise what exactly is going on. How do you onboard a new IT assets? We took exactly the same concept and put them in the AI control tower. So it's actually being built on top of our CMDP technology.
Mm-hmm.
So our customers can really manage their AI assets, whether those AI models, AI agents, AI skills, anything. We want to make sure that there's a single place for customers to manage across the enterprise. And I think it resonates very well with our customers because first, there's this sprawl of AI, different teams are trying different capabilities. They're running on different, frameworks. And so you want to be able to control all of that. You want to be able to understand, okay, who's doing what? How much are we spending on this? What's the ROI? Do we have any security issues? And so really AI Control Tower is catering to this entire life cycle from ideation. You want to make sure you understand who's doing what and you do the intake process to the development and all the way to monitoring, whether you're monitoring, execution, cost, value, security, risk, everything. And so we really took, an enterprise approach to
Mm-hmm.
the problem and building on top of our 20 years of knowledge of building enterprise software
Mm-hmm.
to really make sure that we provide our customers with the tools to make all of this, first be successful, but also have the controls and measures in place. Um, so at the enterprise level, you know exactly what is going on.
So is it a finished product, or is there going to be any evolution in the future, do you think?
I've been a product manager for many years. There's never a finished product. There's always an evolution, and it's very exciting to see with every release the new capabilities that we're launching. And
Okay.
obviously, as the space evolved, there will be new capabilities introduced in the AI Control Tower.
What do you think is the biggest challenge that IT organizations face with AI governance, regardless of what tool they use?
Yeah, I think and I mean, one of the things that we do understand is that there's not a single software or platform that has AI. Our customers, they need to handle multiple systems
Yeah.
that have AI, and we've been very mindful of that. Kind of working with many partners like Microsoft, like Google Cloud, like Zoom, like Box, and recently we announced partnership with Figma to
Mm.
really make sure that our AI is interoperable and is able to connect the enterprise. And I think that is one of the biggest challenges that I'm seeing for customers today is how do you make all these systems talk to each other? And what protocols are you going to put in place to support that while making sure that you have the right privacy and security in place to ensure that you're not creating any harm as part of that?
Yeah, that's where those protocols are still under development, like
Yeah,
agent to agent and MCP.
exactly.
Yeah. Um, and then as far as from a technical perspective, I'm curious because you have a lot of experience in AI and you're talking about, knowing what's an AI, a job for AI and what isn't. And I know that, on the AI front, ServiceNow can ground agents in data and provide guardrails. But how do IT managers understand where existing automation is better than an AI agent because of that non-deterministic kind
Yeah.
of aspect?
Usually, the guidance I give customers is when something has to work 100% of the time exactly the same way, where you have something that is under, regulatory or it has to be compliant with some policies, um, you usually just want something deterministic.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, that's easy, kind of no need to even include AI. I think the
Mm.
problem starts when you have those kind of nuances of the use case. And what I see is when you start to say, you know, I need to do 1, 2, 3, and then figure out what's the next step. That's when I hear customers say, the system needs to figure out. I'm like, okay, that's agentic. If it doesn't need to figure out, then you probably can just script it and you probably have it, it's going to be faster and you're going to
Mm.
be happy with the solution. But when you need to figure out, that's where an agentic. I'll give an example. Like we have a customer that came to us and they really wanted an agentic. And their first use case was actually to come and take any incidents that they have. They wanted to email the support manager that if that incident is over 90 days, if it exceeded the SLA, breached the SLA, that's not agentic. You know
Right.
exactly what is the date, what is the rule, when to send that email. And so that we told them, look, there's no reason to do agentic. But the next step was like, well, then we have to figure out if it went over 90 days, there's a lot of information. We need to figure out if this is, a high priority
Mm.
issue. Is it repeating with other issues? Is it a major incident because we see a trend? Okay, so this is where your agentic will come into place. But the thing with our platform, it's really, we took a hybrid approach. We have
Mm.
both deterministic workflows, and this is kind of our bread and butter, but now we
Mm-hmm.
added agentic workflows and they know how to work together.
Mm.
Our agentic workflows can include deterministic, tools and steps.
Mm-hmm.
And our playbooks, for example, can call an AI agent. And so we really give our customers the flexibility to make sure we can cater for every use case.
And is some of the guidance that's built into the platform itself advising users as they go about when to use an agent and when not?
Yeah. So
Oh,
we
okay.
we work very closely with customers. And so when you start with your AI agent and you describe what you want, we may tell you, look, there are other tools
Mm.
in the platform that will serve better for you,
Mm.
like notifications, like a script, versus trying to build an AI agent. And we really, we leverage we leverage AI across the builder process to really help you and guide you through what tools you need. How should you think about auto evaluation, helping you
Mm.
synthesize a data set for testing, really creating that as as in product guided experience.
So I don't know. I mean, it's insanely hard to make predictions at this point with this technology, but how do you see things playing out as we're heading into a new year?
Yeah, I think we're just going to see. I mean, I think this year it was really the year that agentic was introduced.
Mm.
There was still a lot of skepticism, and is it really a thing? I think as we enter 2026, we're just going to see more and more customers start using it, seeing the value, feeling comfortable with it. And we're going to start seeing these, you know, kind of agentic workforce kind of evolving
Mm.
and really be able to just deploy a workforce to delegate a very complex type of work or a full function
Mm.
to really help our customers drive both productivity and growth.
Well, thank you for being with us, Dorit. I really appreciate you taking the time and sharing your insights.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for tuning in to IT Ops Query. To learn more about enterprise software development and platform engineering, explore our content on Informa TechTarget sites. Find us on YouTube at our channel, Eye on Tech. Subscribe to our podcast to receive the latest episodes as they drop. And if you liked what you heard today, give us a rating and review on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you're listening. Thank you for joining us.